How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as that? Here they were, headed to the locker room earlier on. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. All right, a chance to check out stats for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the New York Knicks starters. OG Anunoby is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5. And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Anunoby with the screen for Hart. No good with the triple. So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Hornets. GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty draft record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar level talent.
Now, here's Anunoby after Malcolm Brogdon's miss. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. Drills it from outside.
Anunoby showing some confidence, believing in the work he puts in.
Pass to Song. Here's Koulibaly. He's guarded by Anunoby. Koulibaly, no good. New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Yep, it counts.
That's a difficult spot for defenders against Josh Hart. They're guarding against the drive or the perimeter shot, and he'll hit them from the mid-range.
They set the pick. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Koulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. And another miss by Washington.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Now, Koulibaly. Brogdon left side. Here's Song. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's just too much Alex Sarr there. All at about 7 feet, he is a lot to handle.
And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Free throw good. Sarr. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Drops in the tray. Anunoby's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Knicks.
Really solid in the catch-and-shoot game. Anunoby always ready to fire.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. The top assisting centers and power forwards this year. 5th on the list, Josh Hart.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Well, an offense that's unpredictable can be tough to guard. The ball doesn't go into the low post and never come out. It keeps moving thanks to their passing ability and playing unselfish basketball.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
Poke loose. Anunoby passes to Towns, and here is Hart. Anunoby outside, fires from way outside. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
How about the work ethic there of Towns? He's great at positioning himself on the glass and just outworking the opponent.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Brian Keefe gave me a few minutes to catch up. Now, we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, and the impact he can have on a game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
The endless length of Alex Sarr helping his impact down low.
Hart bounce pass. Anunoby kicks to Hart. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Kispert's checked in for Washington. Free throw good. Hart. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night to help your team be in a position to win games.
New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Comes up empty down low. Washington trailing. Here's Kispert. 11 points last game. The Wizards working the ball around now. Pass to Carrington. And there's the drive and the rejection by Towns. Hart the pass to Brunson. And it's blocked. And it's Kispert in the corner. Got a piece of it. And Anunoby slams it in.
With a little zest that time, Anunoby unleashing that athleticism at the rim.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Check out some of the numbers here on Karl Anthony Towns. He's been dominant over the last month. First in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Here's Champagnie. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Kispert to the inside. Sarr.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Pass to Towns. Now, here's Bridges. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Koulibaly, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Bridges attacking. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And he goes out of bounds. That one off hard. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Washington. George comes in for Koulibaly. Achua, he's checked in for New York. On defense, the Knicks. Valanciunas with a screen on Brunson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. The Knicks pull it in.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now, here's Anunoby. 8 points for him. Brunson with a clean look. Off target from outside. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Carrington. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And another miss by Washington.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's sent back by George. To the paint. Wizards passing it around. And that one's good. Champagnie.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Tipped away. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Here's Towns. Back to Achua. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Off target from 3-point range. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Now here's Brunson. In the game against Orlando, very impressive.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And the rejection by Towns. Here's Bridges, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
First free throw is good.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby, and it's Payne in for Jalen Brunson. Both free throws good from Bridges.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies. This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Achua. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
In the paint, Achua can be very forceful. He knows how to utilize his power.
Pass to Champagnie. Towns against Valanciunas. Here's Champagnie. George with no one around. And the 3 off target. 1:44 left here in the first quarter. Payne finds Bridges. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 9 points.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
No good from Valanciunas.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Payne looking around. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To end the run. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for New York.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And when you watch Kispert, Brent, you can see the aggression he plays with when he's going at the rim.
Yeah, sometimes Corey will surprise you because he's a spot-up shooter and he's elite at doing that, but he will attack, go in there, and throw his body at guys to create some scoring opportunities.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive abilities.
That's good from Anunoby. The numbers will back it up, Brent, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Now Achua, right now averaging about 5 points a game, and it's in there.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. And so it's New York ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
The Knicks leading by 9. We've got George. Koulibaly is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Champagny in at the 4 slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Now here's Brunson. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. Now.
Great anticipation as Valanciunas got to that ball and just swatted it away.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
So it's the Wizards now. It's George on the wing. Pass to Carrington. 5 to shoot. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's blocked by Towns. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Knicks leading by 9. Pass to Bridges. Brunson sets a screen for Bridges. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Wizards shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film. be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. Stars checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Coulibaly, whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards. Shooting one.
Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
And so it's Washington with it. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. A shot by Champagnie, no good. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for New York. They've led by as much as 10. Towns wide open. And a miss there on the triple. Wizards trail by 7. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle. 6 to shoot. Pass to Coulibaly. Over Bridges. Connects on the 17-footer. Coulibaly's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And Towns drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. To go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
And you look at Brunson. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Coulibaly, no good. New York leading by 7. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Here's Towns, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Here's Brunson. Pretty bucket inside by Brunson.
Oh, great move there from Jalen Brunson, flashing.
On the wing, Koulibaly. Goes up, and Brunson throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
The Wizards making a switch here. Ogden's checked in. Koulibaly finds George. Wizards passing it around. It's Brogdon on the wing. Brunson covering. And that one's good. Champagny.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
It's Hart on the wing. Towns is doubled. Bridges, no one around him. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Wizards trail by 10. Brent Koulibaly got a lot of minutes last season, and it's paid off.
Well, Kevin, I think this guy is hungry. I think he's hungry to prove that he can be an elite wing player in the league. His work ethic is top-notch, and this guy, if he goes at it defensively, can be on those all-defensive teams by the time his career is done.
Here's Champagny. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. The shot by Brogdon, no good. For 3, Bridges sinks the triple. Bridges has got 12 in the game.
And so far, the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikel is teaching them.
Pass to Koulibaly. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jonas Valanciunas.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Not letting the offense get the better of him. Bridges locked in.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. It's Hart on the wing. And again, New York with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now, here's Brogdon. His last outing, he had 24 points. Hart finds Brunson. And here is Anunoby. George with the steal. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Sarr. Here's Champagny. Brunson covering. George with the ball. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for OG Anunoby. Here's Brunson. 6 points for him. Pass to McBride. Now, here's Achua with the putback, and it's Towns on the follow. Towns has got 8.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Brogdon. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
A good job there. Brogdon doesn't need much room. Has it there from the mid-range and knocks it down.
Back to Brunson. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Champagnie. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Not a standout part of Sarr's game, but good work recognizing that opening in the defense and making the right read.
Now, here's Achua. He's got 5. Brogdon kicks to Kispert. Outside, George. Wizards passing it around. Sarr sets the screen for Brogdon. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
And Malcolm Brogdon, Brent has moved around a little bit in his career, but he's always found a way to contribute.
Well, I think coaches appreciate, Kevin, the way that Malcolm plays the game in terms of his efficiency. They can always use that ability out there. A guy who makes solid decisions with the ball and is a knockdown shooter with high percentages.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead-by-example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Back to Valanciunas. Inside, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And McBride drops them both. Wizards trail by 14. Brogdon outside. Three-pointer. Bridges with the board.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
McBride passes to Achua. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Precious Achua plays with some serious fire. I mean, he's the type of guy you love having in your locker room.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Achua. The Wizards making a switch here. And both free throws good for Achua.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole, creating chances at the line and converting them.
Now here's Valanciunas. 17 points in his last outing.
Don't want to be careless around any point guard in the league. This time it's Brogdon, and he's capable of drawing that foul.
And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pass to Towns. Back to McBride. The tray. Offensive rebound. The dunk by Achua.
Well, there aren't a ton of these guys, but a high-energy big, that's the nature of Precious Achua.
Pass to Champagny. And here's Valanciunas, defended by Towns. Valanciunas passes to Champagny. Kispert, no good. New York leading by 17. Outside, Towns. Here's McBride. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The three-pointer is right on target. McBride's got 5.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And so it's New York closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Big Diesel, Kenny the Jet, Ernie Johnson here. But before we dive into the scintillating analysis of the first half, let's check out the power rankings.
Looking at the Knicks, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against any opponent there, Shaq.
Well, I don't know if they have the roster makeup to get to the finals or even conference finals. But on any given night, this team is dangerous.
I don't know, Shaq. They look good.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Wizards.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing up anything. It's freezing in here, Ernie.
Oh, I get it. He's cold. Ernie, you get it. I guess, yeah, it's pretty hard to win that.
Good stuff, fellas. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in the power forward. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple seasons.
Back to Koulibaly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Brogdon, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
To New York.
New York leading by 23. Pass to Hart. Bridges sets the screen for Hart. Pulls it up. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Hart's got 13.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Brunson sets a screen for Anunoby. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Wizards shooting the ball at 42%. Brogdon a screen on Bridges. Carrington. His three-pointer's off the mark.
But sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Well, if you're a basketball player, through your entire basketball life, you're going to hear coaches harp on you about free throws. It seems like Brunson has heard those messages loud and clear.
Brogdon inside the line. It's good from the top of the key. 10 points for him.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. And Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. Trains the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
Timeout.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here now to see the numbers for Jalen Brunson. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. They get a hand on it. Bridges with the steal. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
On defense, the Wizards. Pass to Towns. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Champagnie. Champagnie's got his 6th rebound on the night. Brunson against Brogdon. Takes a three. Knicks with the rebound. Bridges has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by the Wizards. Champagne's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Brogdon. Back to Koulibaly. The three. The shot by Brogdon, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Anunoby can't get that one to fall.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
How about Brogdon? Doesn't really have explosive speed, but his balance there, able to get it done.
Bridges sets the screen for Hart. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Wizards making a change here. George is checked in. Wizards trail by 21. Pass to Koulibaly. Now here is George. Koulibaly with it. He's got 8, and he's good on the 3-ball. Koulibaly's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
This one for 3. Hart, that's good. And the Knicks lead by 21.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Back to Koulibaly. The Wizards working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Carrington. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Carrington's got 10 points in the game. Pass to Hart. Anunoby in the corner. Bridges outside. And another 3 for New York.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now Sarr. Fade away. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Anunoby outside. Towns sets the pick for Anunoby. And George with the block. While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. In 3rd, the Knicks.
They've been playing great lockdown defense over the past month. They close out on shooters extremely well and do not allow easy looks.
To the left side wing. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range, and that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Bridges sets the screen for Anunoby. That 3 off the mark.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
They set the pick. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Carrington. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks leading by 19. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. Anunoby with the screen for Hart. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Wizards have gone 7 of 13 in the 3rd quarter so far, just above 50%. George with the screen on Anunoby. Koulibaly, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
For 3, and the rebound goes to the Knicks.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Anunoby finds Towns over Sarr, and it's Towns missing.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Washington making some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sarr. And Kispert subbed in for Coulibaly. And then for New York, Achua comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Miles McBride subbed in for Anunoby. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by 17. Bridges for three. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Bridges has got 21 in the game.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
To the inside, Valanciunas draws the double. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
A moment here to look at some numbers for George. He's averaging 7 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. One on Kispert. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the Knicks making a change here. Payne's checked in.
Miles McBride at the line for 1.
Washington's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Up top, Kispert, defended by McBride. The shot's good from Kispert.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
2 points the hard way from Achua. That's precious.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
At the line for the Knicks, Precious Achua, shooting 1.
One shot.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
A difficult situation for Washington. Here's Carrington. Off target with his 3. The Knicks shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Payne. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, Payne will play patient in the pick and roll. That's a lot of alliteration, but we'll go with it. He's smart.
And Valanciunas kicks to Kispert. It's tipped and stolen by Payne. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Count it good. McBride's got 5 points in the quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Valanciunas. He's been in good form here the last few weeks. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yet, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. And the rejection by Valanciunas. There's a screen by Achua. McBride's shot is off.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
To the middle. Valanciunas draws the double. Shot clock at 6. Carrington. The shot's good on the assist by George. Carrington's got 13 points.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
The 3-ball. McBride's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Payne, and the layup falls. Payne's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here is Kispert. He's got 5, takes the 3. The shot, no good. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for New York. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. George is out there with Koulibaly. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kispert. And it's Carrington in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Anunoby passes to Hart. And here's Brunson. Washington with the rebound. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Kispert. Here's Carrington. Valanciunas draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Pass to Achua. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. The Wizards working the ball around now. George dishes to Kispert. And another miss by Washington.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count it.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's George. Count it. Here's Brunson. Anunoby outside. Brunson sets a screen for Anunoby. And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Wizards making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Up top, Kispert. Brunson covering. Champagne passes to Kispert. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Pass to Achua. Brunson outside. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, crafty and shifty, those are 2 adjectives that fit under the Jalen Brunson definition.
Here's Kispert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Corey Kispert. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
George against Brunson. George with the bucket.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
He gets it in there. Bridges has got 11 in the second half.
One tough customer. Bridges fighting for the basket in close.
Valanciunas finds Kispert. Pass to Champagnie. Over Hart. Shot by Champagnie, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Bridges with it. Puts up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Valanciunas. Now here's Kispert. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second 3 of the half.
And here is Hart. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Kispert. Now Coulibaly. Champagnie passes to Kispert. Launches it. The shot by Champagnie, no good. New York's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. No good from outside. For Washington, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Yep, that one goes in there. 9 points for George.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Towns, he's checked in for Achua.
Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, Jonas Valanciunas. One shot.
And Valanciunas, no good on that one. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA to have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
And he can't get the first one. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
And it's Hart, top of the key. Towns is doubled. Makes it off the glass. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 rebounds. Brogdon the pass to Sarr. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anunoby. George is checked in for Washington.
Into the lineup for your Wizards, number 18, York.
Here's Carrington. The Wizards with another miss. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Alex Song.
Well, not only is he fast, he's very strong. So stopping Anunoby, it's not always easy.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
And a lot of appreciation about OG's game, right? A hard-nosed defender who can also get you buckets at times. He's always willing to outwork you.
For 3, Brogdon. The Knicks pull it in. Hart's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Anunoby, good.
Well, he now has 4 three-pointers this game, guys, 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Here's Brogdon. Bucket is good. Brogdon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Pretty effective floater there. Most point guards in the league have one of those in their bag of tricks. This time it's Brogdon.
Towns, high post. Clock at 6. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
The free throw drops for Towns.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
It's Brogdon on the wing. Brunson covering, and that one's good, Brogdon.
Brogdon's got a nice all-around game, and you don't want him to get going. He'll add to the point total with this kind of rhythm.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Can't get it to go. Shooting 47% on 7 of 15 attempts.
Well, he had 1 three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Koulibaly, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
New York missing again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brogdon the pass to George. 3-pointer. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Hart. Here's Towns. Over Sarr. And that one's good. Towns.
It's silky smooth there from the mid-range. Cat's mechanics on that jump shot are excellent.
Back to Brogdon. 6 to shoot. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 16th rebound on the night.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, There were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Mikal Bridges.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Pass to Anunoby. Fires the three. Washington with the rebound. Brogdon looking around. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thanks a lot, Carl. A lot of players got in on the action offensively. When you get it rolling as a team, how good can you?
I mean, it's awesome, to get a chance to keep the defense guessing. We did a great job of that tonight. We did a fabulous job. We let our defense be our offense tonight, and that's when we were at our best, that's what happens.
It certainly was great on the floor tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Mikal Bridges.